Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Saturday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch. So, slightly later than a normal Friday evening video, just because of the Runescape leaks, which I think was more important to get out than what Marketwatch was this week. And it gave the Grand Exchange a little bit more time to go and settle down. So if you haven't seen this week, pretty big week for content. We have had the Runescape Leagues 2 Equilibrium, teasers for relics, and also the combat blessings as well, which we've been doing around 5:30, 6 PM every night on release. So if you haven't checked that out, go and click on the channel, go and check them out. It might be in the corner of the video as well for you guys to go see. In terms of an update this week, a pretty massive one in terms of Marketwatch. The Grand Exchange has now updated. Now, if you haven't seen, I'll link that in the corner of the video as well for you guys, but the Grand Exchange now has a live and up-to-date price. Now, I'm really interested to see how this is going to affect prices over the next couple of weeks. But also, there's a very, very strong tool which the wiki now has in conjunction with Jagex, which basically is going to be a much more live version of prices. So if you wanted to, you can go and look at this to go and update your prices and see where you currently are. Now, what I'm looking for in terms of comments for this video is A, what you guys are doing, what's been happening this week, but also how would you like me to include this going forward? Is it worth finding out what items are really starting to fly up in price? And then towards the end of the video, we go through and comb what we look at, or whether it's after price rises, we go and look at what's best price rises, or price falls, we go and look at best what's after price falls. I think this is too good of a tool not to include into something like Marketwatch. So really interested to see what you guys think about it, what your opinion is going to be. And I do have a couple of series ideas of basically using this. This is going to be fantastic for the money making side, and maybe an extension of Marketwatch or a sort of similar series at the back of it as well. So I have talked about Marketwatch After Hours for a little while, and I do think over the next couple of weeks it is going to come. However, that will be something we'll pick up over the next week or two. For now, we are going to go back to the old style of Marketwatch. So without further ado, let's go and jump into it. So Runescape free Marketwatch is where we go through the price rises and price falls of items up in price, down in price, to pick out anything worthwhile doing in terms of money making method and going from there. So starting off, Eternal Planks. So Eternal Planks are still very much in demand. Anything Eternal is completely off in terms of the Grand Exchange value because for whatever reason they decided to bring them in at a stupidly low price, and because of that the Grand Exchange needs to kind of catch up with it as well. But now we have the live feature, we can simply find out how much they're selling for. So the Eternal Plank currently is 8.8 thousand coins each. We have Apex Sinew, a similar thing where they've released it with Haven Hype, and again, it's still not where it needs to be in terms of the price. That is going to be trading for around 437k, so to be 8.8, this is completely off the mark. Eternal Magic Wood Spirits are going to be 16.4, an Arbuxy 21.4k each, and Dinosaur Hide as well, up to 1.6 on the Grand Exchange. Now the Dinosaur Hide as well, very similar to the Apex Sinew, is still nowhere near the price, even when Haven Hype was released so long ago. 3.3 mil is going to be the price for the live one now. An Anti-Sanguine Potion currently coming in at 5.9k at the Grand Exchange. 153k is its current live price on the actual Grand Exchange. Foot Wraps of the First Necromancer 28.6. We have a Hand Cannon 1 mil GP each, and the Crown of the First Necromancer is going to be 28.3 mil. Crystal Keys 16.2k each. We have a Robe Top of the First Necromancer 165.5 mil. Willow Wood Spirits at 2.3k, and a Loop Half of the Key 8.5. We have Rune Darts 93 GP each. A Crystal Flask has been going up over the past couple of weeks. 5.8k is the current Grand Exchange mid price. The live price is showing 7.7k each. These have been going up an awful lot in terms of the price because they can kind of offer the same components as what a Potion Flask is. But you need Crystal Flasks into the game because people want to make combination potions. It's how you can make extra doses of Overload as well. So really, that is going to be something which is going to go up, and they're going to be worthwhile mining as well because they've got a bit more requirements to them than what Potion Flasks are. Realistically, they should be more than a Potion Flask. Eternal Frames is going to be 11.1k in the Grand Exchange. These are around 143k currently. Nowhere near the price. Again, they really made a bit of a blunder by bringing in the price for so low. We have Black Salamanders, 4.6k each. We have a large Creative Vintage Component, 2.9 mil. Vibrant Energy, a big jump up, 357 GP each. That's probably the best price Vibrant Energy has definitely been in probably about a year, so really strong there. We have Keys of the Crossing going up in price, 368.4k each. We have Soulbound Lantern, 470 mil for that, and the Omni Guard at 206.3. We have Chocolate Bar, 513, a Knife at 576. Eternal Magic Logs 5.5k each, and that's kind of a price. That's one of the few things at the minute which is kind of where it needs to be. I had to buy some this morning. 5.5k for that. So he's still making a lot of profit, even just turning those into planks. He's still making about 3,000 coins profit, which is very, very good. We have a Runefall Helm, 5.9k each. Magic Longbow, just under 3,000 coins. Fletching, weirdly, especially into bows, is very good profit. Like Magic Longbows, Magic Shortbows, you're making around like 2 to 2.5k per bow. And they are trading quite a bit over mid-price as well. So really, really interesting that fletching can make some money. Like, I think you can fletch them in non-members as well, so it could be a really good way to make some profit in non-members if you have the capabilities to do it. We have Golden Roses, 1.3 mil, Super Attack, 6.7k. We have Bainite Ore, 6.2. The Bainite bars are still very, very strong. We have Dragon Metal at 2.4k, Maple, Willow, and Standard Longbows up in price as well. Still not worth doing because the price of logs nowadays are just so expensive compared to that. We have Ghostly Essence at 5.9k each, a Nightmare Musper Pouch 27.1. We have a Raw Kebbit Meat coming in a price of 76.6k. That's selling for around 413,000 coins. The Dragon Harpoon actually being at 5.4 mil means that Flesh boss would be decent GP for like a mid-level. Like it's going to be decent XP anyway because it's a really good way to go and train. But the fact you can make a little bit of cash on the side, really, really good. We have Weapon Poison at 2.5k each. We have Chocolate Dust at 947 GP. Iron Plate Legs 2.7. Zamrak Brew 944. Time Worn Components for a large crate just under a mil. Dragon Fruits 13.6 and a Staff of Light at 5.5 mil. So quite an eye-opening set of price rises. More for the fact of like how different some of the prices are to the Grand Exchange. And this is what I said before, like still check your margins because you might actually find that the items are low volume. The live thing is great for knowing like a rough price, but sometimes you put that price in and you still won't buy it because it's what the most updated price is. It's not what the price is actually selling for. So it's really good to actually just see how off some of these prices are. And like now we can go and check this on Marketwatch. It's a really nice benefit and I think it will provide really, really big value anyway. I think what we'll probably do is whether sort of the end of price rises, we'll go for the real big hitters or price falls or end towards the end of everything as well. But yeah, let's go and jump into price falls for this week and see what is currently knocking around. So a lot of the furniture stuff from construction is still going to be here. It's going to be considerably cheaper. Again, check the live price if you're interested in buying it, but we'll kind of skip these because they'll be going through the floor and very, very cheap. We have bananas, 195 each, a Sarrow Diamonds Hum at 3.3, Armadillo Buckler 1.8 mil, and Teak Logs 337. We have Magic Planks at 1.5k each, Elder Frames 136k, about 112 Elder Frames are now, which is still kind of a decent price. They're still going to be very good, the frames, but really, really starting to fall through the floor a little bit. We have Offhand Armadillo Crossbow 1.6 mil, Sarrow Diamond Hilt 1.8, Tectonic Energy 710. I have a bit of a guess that the theme for price falls this week is going to be boss drop items because everyone is absolutely loving hunting the trophies. And rightly so, some of the trophies you can see in the house nowadays are incredible. So I think if you're ever looking to pick up some armors or maybe even some armors to assemble for components, now could be a very, very good time for it. Same as well, if you're looking for a Dragon Matic to upgrade your Matic to time and space, this is a very good time as well. 12.8 mil for one of those. Heart of the Seer, 43.6, that's about 12 mil now as well. That is very below its actual mid-price. Armadillo Chain Skirt, 3.1 mil. The Helmet, 1.7. The Main Hand Crossbow, 2.1. And Armadillo Boots, 2.1 as well. We have a Garb Subjugation, 2.1 mil. Hood of Subjugation, 2.1 mil. They'll all be the same price, just because of how it works with Necromancy. Clean Fellstalk, 3.1k each. A Anima Core Body of Zaros, 11.9 mil. That is actually a pretty decent price if you're looking to train. We have a Hammer at 955. Steel Pickaxe, 1.7k each. Armadillo Chestplate, 3.2 mil. Tainted Seed, 6.6. The Am-Z, 34.3 mil. The Am-Hedge, 19.1. And the Gel Talk Zit, 9.5. Nowhere near these prices, so go and check the Grand Exchange if you're looking for them. Although I think they're too niche to actually have a really decent use in the game. So there's going to be way better sort of amulets for you guys to use anyway. We have a Orb of the Silver Elder, 13.2. We have Sandstone 2kg, 333 GP each. Blood Runes 402. We have Shadow Glaives at 6.3 mil and 7.3 mil. Again, really good weapons for that kind of price. God Wars 2 is through the floor. And it has been for a little bit of a while because you can actually AFK quite comfortably for the collection logs. So that's what people have been doing for profit for a little while, is to go and camp these God Wars 2 monsters. But I think now with the fact that people are going to hunt them for all the trophies as well, they are just getting so cheap. There's a Codex of Lost Knowledge as well, 9.3 mil for that. White Marble 2.7, Oak Planks 1.4, Primal Guardian, Phantom Pets 32.2, and the Vorkath Spike 2 mil each. Amulet of the Forsaken 6.9 mil for that. Elder Planks 9.2, Potato Cactus 330 GP each. Everlight Silver Roll 5.7. We have Pineapple Seed 131. Scripture of Wen 8.4 mil. Emerald Necklaces 3,000 coins each. Longbow 2.3k for that. Raw Cavefish 444. And Elder Logs now 7.1k each. Batnos Chestplate 1.1 mil. The Ring of Respawn now 13.9. Willow Planks 1.8k each. Magic Frames still continuing to go down, 52.2, and a U frame 48.9. I have mentioned this before, I have bought quite a lot of refined magic planks on the Hugger, but what I would say is I think magic frames are too cheap. To be like 4,000 coins difference between that and the U frame, and then the next tier from magic is going to be Elder, which is 112k. For magic frames to be 52, it's just a bit too cheap in my opinion. Obviously, I have an interest in it, but I just think it's too cheap. But if you're someone looking for some AFK construction XP, yes, it's slightly worse than what it used to be. But just remember that 4.3 construction is pretty much a full 15-minute AFK. So if you're looking to do something in your downtime, which you might not have been playing, and to buy it at a much cheaper rate, yes, the XP is less per hour, but probably now the GP per hour is the same or not cheaper. So I don't know. I'm debating going to buy a decent chunk of these on the Hugger, but we'll see how we go. We then going to finish off as well on Ascension Bolts, 2.1k each. So prize falls this week is a bloodbath. So again, God Wars 1, God Wars 2, people going to hunt for trophies. It was kind of expected that this was going to be a massive hit, but wow, this is like a really big hit. If you're someone who's a low level, mid level, looking to go make some upgrades to your combat setup though, or your invention setup as well, now could be one of the best times for you guys to do it, because some of these God Wars armors are incredibly cheap. And from these God Wars armors, you're going to get things like Zami components, Armadillo components, the Sora components are useful as well, and the Zaros God Wars 2 sets are what you're going to get for some decent components. Even Shadow components from the Glaives as well, very, very good there. But could be a really good time for a mid-level actually to go make some big purchases and look at your combat setup and to make some upgrades. Because I've seen as well that like the tier 92 sets as well do appear to be quite cheap. However, slightly longer Marketwatch this week. I do apologise for a little bit of ramble at the beginning as well. Let me know what you guys think in terms of content going forward. What do you want me to do with the Marketwatch episodes? I've tried to update the things which are massively out of price. Let me know if that's worthwhile and I should keep doing that as well. And yeah, I'm going to wrap the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching though. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.